Matty C here, bringing you some talk on the Video Game Awards. We're just doing like award shows and conventions on these episodes here.
Oh yeah,
But,
there's a lot to talk about.
Lots to talk about. I have some choice words about the Video Game Awards. We'll start at the bottom of the list. We'll work our way up. I just want to say,
A lot of bad
rigged.
stuff happened. Stuff happened in it.
Things and stuff happened that I don't agree with at all. Listen up, Jeff Keighley.
We
I don't know
it's
how much
rigged.
they're paying you, but it's not worth it. No, it's not. You know what deserved Game of the Year.
They're bad.
You are a bad person. All right? I don't care how much they're paying you. Anyway, so we're going to start at the bottom of the list. We'll work our way up to the top tier awards. First of all, I do like how they did the fan-based awards. They did Esports. They did Trending Gamer like last year. I was really happy.
Yeah.
Greg got it. Game over Greggy. Kind of funny. That was really cool. He more than deserved it. But yeah, starting at the bottom of the list here, we've got Best Esports Game.
Which I think is messed up.
Right off the bat, Best Esports Game, Overwatch. How are you going to give Overwatch Best Esports?
Yeah,
it
like
just came out this year. They've
And when do
barely
you
got-
see, like, when do you see Overwatch, like, highlighting in esports?
I've never seen Overwatch highlighted in.
It's
you know,
always
esports.
Dota, League of Legends,
It's
or
always
Counter-Strike.
every other game they've got listed here.
And then esports is more. Street Fighter is more kind of like.
Street Fighter is
more for the cup finals and stuff like that. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, it is esports, but it's not like.
It's not
like
in the
Counter-Strike
esports
or
scene.
Dota.
It's
like-
like a once a year when they do Evo, you know.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5 is, Evo is fighting games. So, anyway, I don't understand
Overwatch,
Overwatch.
like-
I would have given it to either Dota. I would have given it to any one of those except Street Fighter. I would have given it to LoL, Dota, or Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike's the only game I see highlights
Yeah,
of.
I would probably do Counter-Strike over everything just because that's the
that is-
esports game.
That's the esports game right now. I know the others have a huge fan base, but CS:GO is all I've seen. Best esports team, again, I don't really follow esports.
Yeah, I don't either.
So Cloud9,
Okay.
cool.
I guess that, or maybe going with the trends, it may be messed
When
up.
I was playing StarCraft 2, I was into esports a little bit, like a Husky and whatnot. I watched tips and tricks from them. Best esports player, again, I don't really follow.
But it was a
esports.
Counter-Strike global offensive player.
Right. Whatever.
Just saying.
Whatever.
Just thought I'd say that.
Best fan creation. Now, did they give it to two? Did they give it to those? Like
Oh,
both
wait.
those, or
Editor's note: no winner was announced during the show for this award, which also had 2 fan-created games, which was removed.
So
So they just kind of like left it alone.
I thought they gave it to Brutal Doom 64, but I'm gonna say they gave it to Brutal Doom 64 because that is amazing.
Or they would have gave it to the
Doom
Pokemon
64 was brilliant. I love Doom. I loved Doom 64. It was probably actually the best one in my opinion. Amazing. So thank you for Brutal Doom 64. I want to check that out. Trending Gamer. I really do love Angry Joe, but I do think Boogie
And-
completely deserves it.
I really love between Danny O'Dwyer or Jacksepticeye.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that he didn't win.
I'm
Because
actually really surprised Jacksepticeye
It's kind of
didn't get
almost
it.
like the whole thing again with Greg going up against PewDiePie.
Right.
If
yeah.
Jack would have just said, "Hey, everybody that is subscribed to me, vote for me,"
Yeah.
boom, automatic win.
Right. But yeah, all those guys are awesome.
Boogie's really cool.
Boogie's an awesome guy. Boogie is such a humble guy. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, like when you see his Francis and whatnot, that's just his character. But I would actually really recommend go check out Boogie. He is a really, really cool guy. Most anticipated game. I am so
Legend of Zelda.
so pumped. Triforce.
And they even showed that like gameplay,
Oh,
which looked really rough because I think they were playing it on the Wii U.
right.
I think it looked rough because it was on the Wii U.
They might have been playing it on the Wii U. I don't.
Because they had that gamepad. They had the
They
big
did.
Wii U gamepad, so it looked like
I'm so excited. I'm so glad they gave it to Breath of the Wild over those games. Like I'm trying not to sound biased.
It's weird though
but
that Red Dead Redemption would already be on there. It just got announced.
they showed like a picture
Like it just got announced. Why is that on there? If
because it's
anything,
Rockstar.
freaking Persona 5 should have been on there. And I know people would say, "Well, you can get it in Japanese." But it's in Japanese. I don't know
I think
Japanese.
the
I've been
reason they
reading
still didn't put
Japanese.
Persona 5 up is because it's
Still a niche game.
It's still a niche game. It's still got the JRPG fan base, and it's just not big enough of a fan base. We're
Makes me so
excited, but
mad.
not enough people are. So, again, okay, best multiplayer game.
Or Resident Evil.
Yeah, that too.
Why is that not on there?
That too. But
Anyways, yeah.
again, the video game awards are rigged. Best multiplayer game. I kind of somewhat
Out of that
agree.
list,
As far as best multiplayer game,
Overwatch is a good multiplayer game.
Yeah,
Like, I'll give it to that, is where you can pick it up and just play it
right.
and have fun.
And it's very, very well balanced. They've been working on a lot of characters. They've done this to this character. that to
However,
that
I will
character,
say,
so,
Rainbow Six definitely deserves credit
yeah,
because they have improved a lot over
they
the
have.
years.
They have. They're still pushing content out
Yeah.
too.
And like they have the year 2 going. Like
Mhm.
that's gonna be next year, which I'm
Mhm.
pretty excited for. Hopefully they. I'm still biased on that game because I played a different game when I first went to E3.
That's true.
A very
You
different
did.
game.
You did. It's crazy.
It was a very, very different game that looked really cool. And
Oh, I
we
wish I
got
could have seen it.
and we got this.
No.
Literally everything was destructible, and they got rid of it.
Still fun, but you got to play with friends.
Yeah, oh yeah, you
You got to
definitely.
play with
That was
friends.
with any Rainbow though.
Yeah.
Like
oh,
you,
yeah.
you couldn't just hop into a game like
Um,
that.
And as much as I love Battlefield, it's Battlefield. It's been around for years, and as much as I absolutely adore Battlefield 1, Overwatch.
Overwatch deserves
It
the win.
deserves it. Best sport. I love how they did best sports/racing game. So they're like including sports into racing. So Forza Horizon 3.
Oh yes, that was a good choice. I
Good
definitely.
choice. I
I'm
absolutely
glad about
love.
that.
I'm a huge car guy. I don't
and I
mention
kind of
that
like
at
that's
all.
one Xbox game I do kind of want to pick up.
Yeah, me too.
You know when it's on sale.
I saw it's not on sale, but I did see that Best Buy
I did, yeah.
and Target, they're both doing buy two get one free.
I did pick up
So-
Dead Rising 4.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll have an Xbox play video at some point.
We won't abolish Xbox, but we basically have.
Every now and then when there's like a random exclusive.
Best family game is a weird category, but sure, Pokemon Go.
I wish that it wasn't Pokemon Go. Why
It's
is
a
Pokemon Go a
mobile game.
family game though?
It's weird, yeah. I would have given it
I would have given
to
to Ratchet and Clank. That game was
It's a weird
sweet.
category, you know.
Like there was a lot of random games in there. If anything, Ratchet and Clank. I mean, yeah, it's a family game in a way, but I feel like that should have been in the later categories as like an action adventure game too.
Yeah. Best strategy game is like before I even looked at the nominees, I'm like, well, Civ 6 got it.
I was gonna say either Sixes or XCOM 2
Yeah.
because I mean
And,
they're both Fraxix games.
And
Like, they were competing against each other.
right, and I know you're not a Nintendo guy, but Fire Emblem is sick.
Is it?
Fire Emblem's awesome. I love Fire Emblem.
Because I saw all that and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be Civ 6 or XCOM 2.
Right.
I'm like,
Best fighting game? Yeah, okay. Street Fighter
I
5.
wish Pokken Tournament would have gotten it.
Right. Then I would have just laughed. Not a big year for fighting games.
No, not really.
Not at all. Which I will get into something about fighting games that I'm really excited for. But we'll get to that. Best RPG. This is really funny. And a lot of people actually came out with their own videos about this category.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine got it, not only did a game that came out last year win this, DLC got it.
Exactly.
It's DLC expansion. It's a game
And
that
it was a
came out
game that
last
was in
year.
itself.
But that just shows you how damn good The The Witcher 3 is.
Oh yeah.
Brilliant game. Like, hey, you want to know how to do a Western RPG? The Witcher 3.
And you want to know how you want to get people to actually pay for DLC? Let's do a quality DLC that's basically almost as
Right.
big as the first game, like actual game.
CD Projekt Red created the flagship Western RPG.
I'm not even close to being done with Witcher 3.
No. And you know what's funny? I installed Final Fantasy the other night, and I still haven't played it. I will tonight.
We'll be
Can't wait.
talking about that on the Killer Fox show. Just keep a tune out for that one.
I was scrolling through stuff I had to delete because I still have 500 gigs. I'd like to invest in the terabyte. I was like, okay, it's time.
That
It's
hard
time to-
moment where you gave up on
because
Witcher 3.
I have had
Yeah.
it in my hard drive forever,
I did the exact same
and I was just
thing.
like, it's time.
I'm
I'm
like-
sorry, I can't do it.
And I'm like,
There's
maybe
just-
someday.
Someday, Witcher, I will be back. I will return. There will come a day, and I deleted The Witcher 3. So, but yeah, really funny how that won, which I'll still agree with it. I will still agree
Mhm.
with it.
It was still good.
Best action adventure game. Dishonored
Dishonored.
2. Dishonored 2. I agree. Haven't played it, but
It
I'll
was
still
really
agree.
fun. It was really fun. I only got to play a little bit of it. I'm like maybe
Okay.
3 missions in. It's pretty cool.
Best action game, Doom. Of course.
Of course
Of
Doom got
course.
it.
Come on. That game was brilliant.
Like, oh man, that was so good.
Best
VR game.
Do you
I'm
agree?
glad. I do agree. I kind of wish. Yes, as a full-fledged game, VR game, I agree that Rez got it because I would say Job Simulator, but that's more of a test like tech game. I mean, it's a full game.
simulation
like-
Tester.
I don't want to knock Job Simulator, but Res Infinite is more of a complete game because it's like, you got a definitive middle and
And
end.
is it? I didn't play that one, but is it more like visually like?
It's visually
Is
like
it
just
more of a
crazy.
spectacle?
It's that, and then the music, and you're looking around,
Yeah.
and it's really cool.
Um,
And then, like I said, like between I would have gave it between Res or Eve Valkyrie because those
Yeah, I
are
didn't see
the
that one
two
either.
complete games.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad that Res got it because that was a fun game. And best mobile game.
Is this even a like? Come on.
It should have just stayed in mobile. I don't know why it was in Family Game.
Yeah. Again, rigged because the game did so well. They wanted to give it two awards, and they're just like, let's do family games and give it to Pokemon Go.
Because I feel like freaking Ratchet and Clank got chewed out on that because it's like, really, you're gonna put Pokemon Go in a family game? Why?
Yeah.
Because you're walking around with a mobile phone in your hand.
Whatever. Best indie game.
Inside,
Can't wait to play it. I picked it up. It was on sale.
yes.
I picked it up. I can't wait to play it.
really good game.
So, I'll agree with it.
And they even during the Game Awards, they're just like, oh yeah, we got more stuff coming.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So it's probably gonna be further out, but at least they're working on stuff.
I really didn't know what any of these games were.
when I was watching, it makes me really want to try that game. It was
Games-
very emotional. Like,
Yeah, like this is a really cool category. So these were all like very impactful, emotionally impacting games. So I would
Mhm.
like to check that out. Maybe if I want to
I mean, because
have a good
did
try.
you know what that one was about?
Well, it says that dragon cancer. It's obviously just
it's
about
basically the
people battling cancer.
it's the guy that made it. It was about his son that had cancer.
Oh man,
So
I'm gonna have to check that out.
yeah,
If
like the speech he gave, I'm like, I gotta try it.
really, I'll have to check that out too.
Yeah,
I didn't watch. Keep in mind, I didn't watch any of
It
the
was-
game awards. I'm just looking at the winners list and disagreeing and agreeing with things.
it was very impactful.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. Best performance. Thank you. I
He
agree
did
with
a
it.
really good speech too. That was very impactful.
Okay, cool. I'll check that out too. I'm just gonna watch this.
We may. I'll show that one at the end
Okay, cool.
because that was a really cool speech
Yeah.
he did.
Best music sound design. Doom. Doom was so
Now, see,
good.
I would say either Doom or Res.
Okay.
Because Rev's music was just insane, like having the 3D sound
Yeah.
while you're in VR and
Yeah.
experiencing that world.
Yeah.
But Doom, yeah, the heavy metal just. I've had the riff
Love
stuck
it.
in my head for the past
So
3 days
cool.
now.
Good workout music, Doom soundtrack.
Right. And then best art direction, Inside, because that game looked sweet.
Ah, can't wait to play it.
And best narrative.
Uncharted 4. I mean, enough said.
And then we got best game direction.
Okay, now here's where we're getting
Yeah.
into the disagreements a little bit more.
Yeah, that I'm of two minds on it. Okay.
I feel like Blizzard paid them. It's Blizzard.
Like I'm of two minds on it. Yeah, I can understand it in terms of like character direction,
Yeah,
having like
it's like a
specific
you know,
like, you know,
it's like a Pixar movie.
yeah, having like specific like distinct characters in it
Right.
to make you care about it without being, you know, an actual story game. But at the same time, you're going up against Battlefield 1, Doom, Uncharted. I mean, I'll still give Titanfall 2 because that was a fun game.
Mm-hmm. I
But
started.
it's at the bottom of that. I would say that it's
Sure.
above Overwatch, though, in this category. I would say, without sounding biased, because everybody knows how I love Uncharted, but Uncharted was the best way to close a series. Close Nathan Drake's saga or whatever it's called
Yeah.
for 4. I
Yeah.
don't. It was the best way, best like circle. It came full circle.
It did. It did.
That was a
And
best game direction.
I still don't want to say how it ended. I think we did do spoilers in our review for it. I want to say.
I want to say we said.
I want to say we discussed the ending, but we won't here.
We won't hear.
It's
But
good.
it came full circle,
Came full circle. Yeah.
and that gives a lot of weight.
So.
We'll just leave it at that.
So yeah. All right, now.
It goes
Let me
back to
rip
the
you a
beginning
new
where
one, Game Awards. Game of the Year. Okay, we might get a little R-rated because I get some choice words for this crap.
Oh, boy.
How did Overwatch get Game of the Year? I'm sorry, because you know at the Guild Writers Awards
I would have gave
whatever,
it
you know,
Uncharted or Inside.
because you know at the real awards when they do the
Mhm.
Writers Awards or whatever, Overwatch is not going to get it at the real awards.
No.
I'm sorry, Blizzard paid them. What is this crap? They
Like,
won
why is that game of the year?
They
like,
won up against Doom, Inside, Titanfall 2, and Uncharted 4. I already said when that game came out, I'm like, this is going to be Game of the Year contender
It has
for
to
me.
be game of the year.
It's at the top of my list.
Which, speaking of which, we will have discussions.
Our end wrap-up year. I'm thinking top 5.
I feel like what we should do is three games for each of us,
Okay, that's
and then
that's
it
a
could
little bit
differ,
better.
and then we can compare.
Just because we don't do this full time,
Yeah,
I can do 3 games.
and we'll keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep it simple.
And
We'll
we're not
discuss
gonna go by like
Yeah.
the Game Award standards. We're going by like as of
I think
us.
honestly, what I would say is game of the year, best story, best multiplayer.
Okay.
Then I don't know. Like
Those are the top.
I think
3
those would just be. I think we would
That's
just keep
it.
it like that.
that we can
pretty
keep
simple.
it like that. Yeah.
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 But yes, Overwatch.
I just guys, what? Come on. I don't understand. I would have given it to Uncharted 4, and that's not me trying to sound biased. That's me saying out of all those games, Uncharted 4 had the best art direction, it had the best narrative, best writing, best voice acting, best characters, best gameplay, and the multiplayer didn't even feel tacked on. It was just like, this game was so good, and it has multiplayer. It doesn't end there. So as far as content, you know, like Overwatch does not have content. It is a multiplayer online only game, and that's what it is. I
was speechless when that happened. And then they just kind of pooped that out real quick. Like they didn't even say too much about it. They're just like, "Oh, Overwatch got it. Okay."
Did they really?
Like, I mean, you know, not to that extent. I'm paraphrasing, but it was basically
I get
Overwatch got it. Roll credits, and then
I
it was
get
just
it.
like, What?
So yeah. Now, so I've talked about the awards. I want to move on from that. The Game Awards, almost what I look forward to more with these is the announcements and stuff that they reveal and stuff that they show off. So, first, I actually want to talk about a fighting game first. They did reveal that Game Awards, not PSX, right?
No, they did PSX.
It was at PSX.
Oh, well, we'll just include it.
We'll talk about it anyway.
Let's just include it. I kind of forgot about that.
Just because it's something
I really completely forgot about it. Like, I forgot that was PSX.
Something very near and dear to me. My absolute favorite fighting game of all time, which has given me my love for fighting games. Last week, Capcom said they were not working on Marvel vs. Capcom. And then they dropped the bomb. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I'm so pumped for this game. I love the Marvel vs. Capcom universe. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
And it looks great.
Yeah. Valhalla in the background. Yes. Yeah, that's Valhalla. Which that's really cool too because it looks like a whole city, so that might be what Ragnarok is like they developed it on Ragnarok. But Captain Marvel, so new characters, obviously. It's still got Mega Man. Right, so it's called Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity, so you can utilize the Infinity Stones in this game.
Let's end this.
Seriously, time to now shoot Doctor Strange / Captain Marvel.
Oh, man.
So cool. I love Marvel vs. Capcom. I can't wait to play it. That being said, they also, which is available right now.
And which we will have Thursday Throwdown.
Yes! Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate. It's available now. It's like $25. If you've never picked it up, go get it. It's so awesome. I can't wait.
It's going to be a blast to play.
Yes.
Be sure to tune in Thursday for that.
Can't wait. So yeah, I love it. I'm so excited. I love Marvel vs. Capcom. Can't wait.
It's going to be great.
So yeah, back to the Video Game Awards announcements.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Death Stranding.
This happened. Right off the bat.
I really don't have much to say about this, but that doesn't mean I'm not excited. That just means I don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening in this game.
There's just... So let's try it. Let's try and break this down. So we see dead aquatic life.
Yes.
We see dead crabs. Something...
What is going on with these babies?
I don't understand the baby thing, but something is killing ocean life. Like, I want to say that the oceans have maybe been drained. Water is gone.
Well, it's not necessarily gone, though, because if you see, like, when he leans up against the wall, water rises and then he freaks out.
So water's
So it's
not
almost
gone,
like maybe the water's bad.
but there's like a...
And then there's, like, I don't know if it's, like, ooze or, like...
There is some
tentacles.
chemical in the water that made it... They're being dehydrated. Maybe it's being drained. Maybe water is being utilized for something. Maybe water is the most scarce resource in the world. Or something happened with water and people are fighting over it. Some infection? Is that like a zombie tank?
Yeah, like...
Guillermo del Toro is in the game, so that's amazing. So we know something
And then the fact
awesome.
that it's like stuff like this, where it's like... What are, like... What is all that stuff?
Right. I don't know what this black sludge is. Is it oil? It might be like oil. Something about fossil fuels in the game.
You can see how it's like the water rises and then
rising.
he kind of is like, oh crap.
And then he activates some incubating chamber that he's holding, and there's a baby in it. And what is happening? Dude, there's so... Kojima, man.
Right?
You are a mastermind. He really is. This man is a genius when it comes to game development and story.
And did you see he does have the handcuffs?
He does. He has the handcuffs.
And then you see the wink.
Weird. The wink. What is that? He's just.
I feel like that's Norman Reedus as a baby.
Dude.
I have a feeling that's Norman Reedus as a baby.
There's just so much nods at stuff. Like, come on, Kojima. You're killing me, man.
I think the biggest reveal is what happens next.
Yeah. And I don't... Is this... I didn't hear crowd reaction in this one. Is this just the
people
trailer?
freaked out.
But yeah, people freaked out at this. It's really cool.
Like, I don't know.
I don't know what this game is gonna be.
But I want it.
That's all Kojima. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but I want it.
Like, and are those just skeletons?
Right,
Like,
are they just skeletons or are they masks? I want to say they're masks.
but look at their hands. Look at that.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I didn't see the hands. I think they're skeletons. We got some freaking
We got
like
some scoops.
Ash and his boomstick in this up in this
Like, yeah.
like
And then, let's go back. Go back because I
Skeleton
saw
armies.
something else. Okay.
he's
Life-
plugged into them.
Yes.
He's a necromancer. He's like some crazy robotic necromancer.
Nanomachines. Nanomachines.
Dude, I didn't notice that or the hands before. Look at that. He's got his hand on his shoulder
Yeah. Clearly.
to
it's-
kind of say we're skeletons and
I
we're
mean,
being controlled.
I saw that. I didn't even see that.
I didn't see that. That really puts it in perspective. Also, some of the guns.
And it seems like they're like World War II.
Right, they've got like
Like-
Garans in their hand, or like Mosin
And they even
Nagants
have
or
like the
something.
helmets and like the fatigues of
Right,
like World War
right,
II
yeah.
stuff.
And then
Yeah, he's in this.
he like, okay, so like they unplugged. He powered them up. He's controlling them. You notice
You
his
see the
compass going
compass went
crazy.
crazy.
He is some sort of main power source.
And then the fact
Kojima.
that he didn't have the infection thing anymore.
Right, yeah. Mads Mikkelsen.
Like, oh man, that game is just gonna be ridiculous.
What is it?
I don't know,
What is
but
it?
it's like, and then with Del Toro being in it, it's like it's gotta be a horror game. It's
Yeah.
gotta be a horror game.
Right, and then another thing to note: the Decima engine is what they're using,
Yes.
created by Guerrilla,
Yep. It's actually the one that's powering Horizon Zero Dawn.
which makes me really excited for Horizon Zero Dawn.
I really thought that they just recreated the Fox engine and just stole it.
Right,
Because it looked like it was going to be the Fox engine.
Right. Yeah.
But, oh well. Stuff
So,
happens.
Also, excuse me, Mass Effect Andromeda.
That happened too.
I'm also
And I'm sold that I'm really glad that I got a PlayStation
Pro.
Pro.
I'm a huge fan of Mass Effect.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Gosh,
is
I
the
almost
next
want to
generation
do.
of action RPG.
I almost want to do my Twitch stream, my
Mhm.
streams as Mass Effect playthrough.
Okay.
I have all
Brand
three
new
of them.
epic sci-fi
I almost want to
adventure set in
do
a vast explorable
these
galaxy.
before Andromeda comes out.
You are the Pathfinder, part explorer.
Yeah,
part
because I
soldier,
mean, really,
part
if you
guide.
play through the main story,
And
it
it's your
shouldn't
mission
take
to
that
find a
long.
new
No.
home for
Because
humanity.
that's the thing. I think they try to stay away from like big RPGs, but yeah, Mass Effect. I think you can get away with that.
First game is long.
Yeah, first game's
Ish.
pretty long-ish.
But in Andromeda, resources are scarce. Worlds are hazardous.
And
or
if
outright
anything, too, we can
uninhabitable.
always just do like
Every
you can
planet has
hook
its own
into
story.
the YouTube
On this
channel
one,
and then
warring
just do
outlaw factions
playthroughs.
fight over
Right,
every
right.
available scrap.
Playthroughs.
You can make
Um,
new allies or enemies. The
Tempest
choice is yours.
is their ship.
This game just looked.
Everything. I'm so pumped.
I'm playing as female person, Shepherd.
Sam, tell me about
I still want to
Dude,
say
heck
Shepherd
yeah, FemShep.
because I like the
Um,
voice actor in this
Yeah,
already.
I saw this and I was just like goosebumps.
I mean, just like the
Full-fledged towns,
just the animations.
places to walk through, people to talk to.
I mean, it looks so fleshed out. too,
Alien
like-
races. Hopefully, we get some new alien races. Obviously, we see the Krogan and the Terran.
The only thing that I feel that's weird is like, okay, you're in a new system, but they're still humans.
Name ring any bells?
What's he to you?
I don't know.
And don't lie to me.
We'll find out
Just
more.
point me to where you're holding him, and there won't be any trouble.
There won't
Like,
be.
I just thought that was weirdish in a way. But man, I cannot
Drop
wait.
it now. You first.
I love how they totally
Get
went
out.
renegade in this play. In this, the way they're showing it
These
off.
worlds are big, so for the sake of
That
time,
was
we're
cool.
going to speed up our adventure.
The
There are
Mako was
many paths to
awesome.
follow on this
Yeah,
planet,
the new
and
Mako,
you'll need everything at your
whatever it's
disposal
called
to
this
survive.
time.
Yeah, I
Whether
don't
it's a
remember.
six-wheel drive Nomad, which
Nomad.
protects you
The
from
Nomad.
hazards and enemies, or the
And then
scanning
this,
Scanning
the
system.
scanning.
This is really
Interpret
cool. I
everything
don't
you
remember if you could
discover.
scan in the last game. I
Not
forget.
like this. You
Not
can just
like
scan
this.
planets.
The tracks make it look like an ambush.
No, maybe not.
Rokar profile.
But that's really
It's a
cool.
start.
So more detective
And
stuff.
Garden Blood
You're like
matches your
investigating
Rokar theory, Reyes.
the murder of a
Keep scanning.
Krogan
We need
or
hard evidence.
the murder
Oh,
of
In
multiple
a
people.
I can't wait to get
alien
lost in
galaxy
this game.
desperate for resources,
Yeah, that too.
conflict is
The
inevitable.
exploration is going to be huge in
But
this
you have
game.
access to futuristic
I
weapons,
already love the
gear,
combat feel.
Combat
like, in
is
this.
great.
in your fight for
Combat,
a new
Mass
home.
Effect combat in true form. Boom.
Like it feels like they brought back the first, like more like RPG element with it,
Right.
but
Yes.
with the fluid of 3.
Obviously, they've still kept ammo. The first game was the only game where your weapons recharged.
Yeah,
Hydras are just like, forget what they're called. The big mech suits in Mass Effect 3 when they dropped in multiplayer, it was like, oh, they're here.
I never played the multiplayer that much.
Oh my gosh, we clocked in so many hours in the multiplayer. A lot of people didn't like it because it was just waves of enemies, but I found it to be
Though you
I-
start out with
fun.
a ship,
I was just so
Nomad,
hooked in the
almost
single
everything
player.
else
I
you
just
need.
I'm like,
You
yeah, I
have
don't
to
really
find,
want to try
steal,
it.
or
I
craft
want to keep
yourself.
playing the single player.
This
And
is
I love
cool.
that it's crafting.
Cool crafting. I
that's
really like the
critical to your
crafting. I
survival.
don't think you could
worlds
ever
have many
craft armor.
dangers.
Not armor. I don't
You
think.
could do
to
weapons,
hostile
but
wildlife.
It was very limited.
this is really cool, and I've always loved. I'm glad they brought back that because they've always just had suits, whole outfits. They finally brought back pieces of armor, which I'm really glad.
Yes. Again, like
This
I
is
said,
really
going back
cool,
to like the
too.
first one, first feel of it. So definitely
Wildlife.
death animations.
Yeah, exploration was really cool. You can just encounter wildlife that is
Flamethrower
impossible to
hand.
fight.
Man,
I do hope they, which I'm sure they will, have like a citadel type area.
right? I was about to say that too. Have a citadel. I still feel like this is gonna get delayed. It's not gonna come out in March.
That's okay. I have too much to
A
play.
new galaxy awaits. How far will you go?
Can't wait.
It's gonna be great.
Loves me Smash Effect.
It is gonna be great. Other than that, I believe that was the only other that happened.
Yeah, we
That
won't
happened.
show
I
the
mean,
whole
we kinda-
thing, but
yeah, we won't show the whole thing.
They did a live performance of Doom soundtrack, and it was really cool. Really
Oh,
cool.
I wanted to close it off with a Nathan.
Yes, that's
Drake.
All the way over from Australia. He's been designing
Actually,
soundtrack
how am I
for
doing
many,
this?
many years, and I'm thrilled to have him here tonight to perform music from that winning soundtrack of Doom. Here is Mick with Sasha and Matt performing Doom live. About to rock the house. Check this out.
Yeah, I'm Jeff Keighley. Yeah, we're gonna rock the house.
Yeah, after you just made them win a thing. We're just going to skip that because this was a very impactful...
Now, here's the founder and CEO of Insomniac Games. Please welcome Ted Price.
Okay, let's skip past this. I met Ted Price.
Really?
Yeah, we were at. It was when they showed off Sunset Overdrive at E3. We were waiting. Me and my one friend, we were waiting in line, and he walks over to us, just casually walks over to us. He goes, "Hey, I'm Ted Price from Insomniac Games," and me and my one friend, we went,
"Here are the nominees for best performance."
"Yeah, you are."
Yeah. Hi.
He's like, "So,
How are you?"
How are you liking Sunset Overdrive?" And we're like, "Oh, because by this time, this was our 5th time being in line. Because the way they had it set up was so cool. Like, it was so fun. That was a fun game. I really wish that they would have gave that more of a chance.
I want to check it out.
It was like literally Jet Set Radio's spiritual success. But anyways, back to the actual thing. Yeah, Nolan North wins best performance, like we said. And then he gives this just really great speech that I'm going to be quiet on so everybody can hear it, because this was a really, really great speech. And I'm going to actually...
Oh, well, take your pictures now. It's probably the last treasure Drake will ever find. There's so many people to thank. I'm going to start with my wife because she'll kill me if I don't. My wife and my kids, they're here, and she's actually the one who badgered me into voiceover in the first place. It's a true story. I'm not proud of it. I have to thank everyone at Naughty Dog, an amazing company that I've had the honor. Yeah. I've had the honor to work with them for over a decade. Ooh, I'm getting old. But to Evan and Christoph, our director on Uncharted 4, Neil Druckmann, and Bruce, and all the people who make this happen. This is the culmination of 10 years of my life, the best years of my life. Made me a better actor, a better person, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the creator and the person who cast me, Amy Hennig, who put me in the role.
She's working on a Star Wars game.
But I'm going to go out on a limb, and I want to thank a group of people at Naughty Dog. It's them as a whole. I'm hearing a lot of talk lately about how performance matters. And it does. The performance of every designer, every programmer, every artist, every hardworking, talented person at that office, not only Naughty Dog, but all the developers that I've worked with, but Naughty Dog in particular, because they've been with them for so long. That performance is so important. They are so talented, they are so hardworking, and their performance matters more than mine. And that's important to understand in this day and age with all the talk going back and forth. Because without their performance, my performance would not only not matter, it wouldn't exist. I'm so proud to do this. I'm so proud to be up here. Thank you so much for this. I will continue on. If they will continue to keep bringing the things I do to life, I'll be there for them. Thank you.
Right.
Awesome. Gotta love them. Boogie.
We won't click Boogie. Okay, I guess Boogie is gonna be
Nah,
clicked.
it's-
But yeah, like that was very, very
Wow.
intense.
Good for him. Good for him to like mention the whole team and just be like, there's your talent there. People who made the game, there's your talent.
Because I mean, he basically said that because of the writer's strike and all that stuff that's been happening.
Yeah, right.
And it's just like, man, did he just blow up some like some stuff there.
Yeah.
He should have did a mic drop with that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just tell how emotional that was too. Like I got chills when I watched it the first time. I'm like, oh man. But yeah, that has been the Matty C show talking about the Game Awards 2016. What did you guys think of the Game Awards? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, until next time, have a great
See you
one.
later.